Well, new patch notes came out. So 1.44.0.1. And the cool thing about this means that this is going to be the patch that the Overwatch League is playing on. So, good luck to the Overwatch League teams preparing, I suppose, on such short notice. But what do we got here? So we have Hanzo Stormhour. Words. Okay, maybe it's just too early. Maybe it's just too early in the day. Hanzo Storm Arrow, damage reduced from 70 to 60. Okay. They're really nerfing Hanzo. McCree General, this is the crazy update. I already saw this one spoiled for me on social media, but base health increased from 200 to 250. So, yeah. And then this is kind of revert to his pre-buff. So McCree's fire rate was buffed to pretty crazy levels, and now it's back to the fire rate that it was originally. So he's got 250 HP now instead of an increased fire rate, and then firing Deadeye no longer locks the player's aim. So there's been a few videos of this floating around as well, but basically you can shoot Deadeye in a 360. So if you lock somebody with a skull, even if like a Genji dashes behind you or something, you'll still just be like, kapew! You don't even need to be looking at him anymore as long as you got the skull locked on. The Reaper, so the Reaping, healing amount reduced from 40% to 30% of damage dealt. That probably won't make a big difference. Orisa, Fusion Driver, primary fire, damage reduced from 11 to 9. So a 22% decrease. Okay. I suppose it's 18% decrease, right? Yeah, 18% decrease. That's a pretty hefty nerf, that one. Cooldown increased from 8 to 10 seconds on Fortify. That's good. And snare duration reduced from 1 to 0.65 seconds. So, is that how long you're actually held close to the orb? We'll have to test that one out. Sigma, his range reduced was from 22 to 20 meters. That seems almost irrelevant, except Sigma was already pretty range limited, so I don't know really why they would change that. Gravitic Flux can now be interrupted before targets begin falling. So if you hook or flash or somehow other, like, rock the enemy Sigma or something like that, then it interrupts his ultimate. Impact slow duration reduced from 0.9 to 0.6 seconds. I like that. You know, one of the most dangerous parts of the Flux afterwards was always when you hit, you were like, oh, and then you could move again. So it was actually kind of funny that almost the most dangerous part of the ultimate for some characters, especially the squishier characters, was the slow after the slam. And then explosion damage reduced from 60 to 40. Oh. Okay. So Sigma got hit pretty hard. His shield's still there, though. I'm not sure if that's going to be enough to... I think he's still good. He just got a lot of... His power was brought down by quite a bit. And then Baptiste, Biotic Launcher, Primary Fire, recovery time increased from 0.36 to 0.45. So he shoots slower. That's good, because he was really, really lethal. Biotic Launcher and Heal Explosion reduced from 60 to 50. Okay. So Baptiste got nerfed a bit. Not his utility or anything, just his raw damage and heal output. Okay, that makes sense.